Hey everyone, welcome back to PcomLap, your tech companion for solving real problems and upgrading digital knowledge. Today's topic is super important for every PC or laptop user. We are diving deep into of SSD and HDD, understanding the difference. So without wasting any time, let's get started. This presentation was made using Gamma AI. Yes, the AI that creates stunning PPTs in minutes. If you are curious to know how to use Gamma AI, check the link in the description. Let's start by understanding how these drives actually store your data. HDD use mechanical parts while SSD use electronic circuits. That's the game changer. SSD stands for solid state drive and HDD stands for hard disk drive. This is full form of these two. Let's explore how SSDs and HDD stores data and their key differences. Let's check how SSDs work. This is the diagram of SSD that made with AI. SSD most probably have cables and drive. So let's select eraser and erase it. And select laser pointer. How SSDs work? They have flash memory, which stores data in non-volatile flash memory using integrated circuit. Also have data blocks, data stored in blocks made of pages with floating gate, transistor, etc. And also it has a controller role. Tracks data location for quick access and retrieval. Now see how HDDs work. As I said, HDD have mechanical parts like arc, disk, and other parts. It has mechanical parts, data organization, and read and write head. This is called read and write head, which spinning around the disk and retrieve the data for you. Let's erase it all. As I said, mechanical parts, spinning platters with magnetic coatings store data. This disk store data, read and write head, which moves on the actuator, read and write data on platters. Read process SSD versus HDD. HDD read, SSD read, and garbage collection. Actuator are moves to data location, latency depends on movement. SSD read, no moving parts, controller reads data blocks instantly because HDD use machinery parts and SSD have circuits only. Let's assume this is the disk and this is the arc, or I can say read or write head. The head is spinning around on the disk on this way, and it will read and write all the data and retrieve for you. Let's assume with another example. In information technology, we learn about disk storage, or I can say disk spaces. Like this, data will store in array one by one and in sequential way. In SSD, no moving parts and controller reads data blocks This is called small blocks. And garbage collection. SSD erases inactive blocks to free space during idle time. Let's erase it all. Time for a quick quiz for our tech champs. Question: which of the following is a primary memory device? A. Hard disk. B. SSD. C. RAM. Or D. Flash drive. Drop your answers in the comments. Let's see how many of you get it right. Let's continue with the SSD versus HDD. HDD write, read and write head moves to nearest location and writes data. SSD write, how it write? Copies old data, erases original block, then writes new data. Extra space, SSD use hidden space to manage data rewriting efficiently. HDD write on specific location and SSD removes old block and create new data. Performance and speed. So, SSD speed up to 3500 Mbps, faster file transfers and app loading. So, in current time, each laptop and each PC have SSD. HDD speed 30 to 150 Mbps limited by platter rotation. Speed of this platter is 4200 to 7200 RPM. Energy use, SSD use less energy and run cooler than HDD. Let's erase it all. Choose laser pointer and go ahead. Storage capacity and cost. HDD cost more cost effective at $0.03 to 0.06 in Indian rupees, 2.56 rupees to 5.13 rupees per GB. Larger size is common. SSD cost 0.08 to 0.10, 6.84 rupees to 8.54 rupees per GB. Durability and reliability. HDD durability, mechanical parts prone to damage, higher energy use and heat. SSD durability, no moving parts, users wear, leveling and trim for longevity. Data recovery, HDD data easier to recover. SSD recovery requires specialist. When to use SSD or HDD? HDD, use SSD for high speed, frequent read write and gaming or data analytics. HDD for backups, archives and cost-effective large data storage. SSD versus HDD. Storage mechanism, electronic flash memory and mechanical magnetic platters. Read process, controller access data blocks directly. Activator, ARM6 data location. Write process, SSD copies, erase and then rewrite. Head magnetically alters platters. Performance, cost, durability. All these things we are already saw in previous slides. And that's a wrap on SSD versus HDD. If this help you understand your storage better, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe to PcomLap, your go-to for powerful tech tutorials. Follow PcomLap on Facebook, Threads, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter and now on Discord for live tech Q&As. It means question and answer. Drop your questions or video suggestion in the comment section. We are building a strong tech community with you. Tech beyond expectations.